Okay, hopefully that will work. Oh, the madness of it all. So where's the application? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, there we go. Let's see if it works. I don't see anything yet. Something is on. So I've been researching probably the greatest king of Sweden. And one of the reasons for that was of an image that the documentary of the Papist used. But I couldn't find the source of it. And interestingly enough, it took me back to Sweden. Why is this icon thing, Or is I push it over there or something like that? Just get away from me. It's just incredible. Can't it just hide itself? Man, no. Apparently not. Anyway, so this is the man that helfen kan, in regards of this is the man that can help or something like that. Swedish protection, selling in German, illustrated broadsheets from 1630 to 1633. Now, so I found this image. This is, another image in regards to the two beasts, and searching around many years. Well, I had it for a long time and I couldn't find the source for it. But then I recalled that there was an option on Google where you can take an image and then you can search on the image, which then gave me further sources and branches. And while doing that, I actually sent the image of one of the better qualities to a person who actually apparently further went out to search things out while I was searching things out. I found a Roman Catholic book that used the picture, and from 700 and something, 30 or something like that. But, so I was I was like, he probably are using it from, to illustrate, And he also used some other images. Apparently there was like a second image in regards to the book as well, in regards of this period. And it seems to go back to 1630 and 1633. And I guess they go back to 1632 in regards to the Battle of Augsburg, probably. Anyway, so here we have one of the images, Königemäsu Sweden, König Berman, Pfälzer Augustus. Okay. So, master thesis, 45 ECTS points, I guess, Author's name, Christopher Belsison. Supervisor Peter Eriksson, spring 2023. So I guess it's not really that long ago that it was actually released. English title, This is the Man That Can Help. Yeah, something of that nature I would say as well, This is the man that can help, Yeah. So this is from Uppsala University Historiska Institution in regards to Sweden. Oh, life is so painful. Anyway, here we have an abstract. This, maybe I can zoom a little in regards of is, okay. See if we can get it to zoom so it will be clearer on the. I guess no one sees things anyway these days. People have lots of other things to do than the truth. Okay, so abstract. This study examines German illustrated broadsheets that were manufactured and published in the so-called Holy Roman Empire between 1630 to 1633. They were part of a pro-Swedish media campaign launched soon after the arrival of the Swedish King Gustav II Adolf and the Swedish army in the Holy Roman Empire in June 1630, with the intention to legitimate the Swedish king's presence in the Holy Roman Empire, so-called holy. Inspired by Jan Cleet's notions about the early fiscal military states as protection-selling enterprises, this study uses pro-Swedish illustrated broadsheets as a source material in order to examine how they were used to encourage German Protestants to buy Swedish protection. By looking for the protection-selling arguments, this study wants to find out how Swedish protection was portrayed in the illustrated broadsheets. This study also makes a distinction between confessional and non-confessional protection selling arguments, making it possible to distinguish which aspects of the protection selling arguments that had a more religious character and vice versa, and the other way around. I guess they use Latin in regards of. Anyway, after the analysis of the source material, the protection selling arguments are organized into various categories of representation, which enables the study to establish how Sweden and Gustav II Adolf were portrayed and what they were claimed to represent in terms of protection. It's like Gustavus Adolphus II, not like Gustav II or Adolf, whatever. Anyway, the study concludes and what they were claimed to represent in terms of protection. Okay, the study concludes that the illustrated broadsheets portrayed Sweden and Gustav II Adolf as competent seller of protection who had the ability to protect its allies and co-religionists against aggression, religious oppression, plundering, murdering, destruction, the devil and his collaborators, and consequences of the Edict of Restitution. As to say, like the Roman papists, in regards of the devil's collaborators, But anyway, Gustav II Adolf represents the Swedish state, and the illustrated broadsheets highlights its courage, competence as a political and military leader, and his Protestant devotion. The enemies are portrayed as dissidents, aggressors, while represented religious oppression, plundering, murdering, destruction, heresy, devil worshipping, and witchcraft. They were said to possess. Oh no! Give me a break. There's like this application which has this nonsense of when you push like on the sides. I don't know if you can turn that off. It's just total nonsense. Because now I went, Now I went off where we were. Here we go. They were said to possess the negative qualities of hypocrisy. Let's take it a little back. The enemies are portrayed as dissidents, aggressors who represent religious oppression, plundering, murdering, destruction, heresy, devil worshipping, and witchcraft. They were said to possess the negative qualities of hypocrisy and mortal sin, as well as incapable military leadership. Keywords: Jan Gled, protection selling, the fiscal military state, the early modern period, propaganda, illustrated broadsheets, 7th century, the 30 Years' War, Gustav II Adolf, Johann Circulaeus Tilly, and confessionalism. Apparently that's the keywords. Front image is a cutout from the illustrated broadsheet Planner 42, München von der Isar Seiten und zu sehen, und wie König May von Sweden Gustavus Adolphus Alci anno 1632. The 17. May diese Stadt erobert Alhaya in Gesugen, or something like that. From the Oscar Planner collection at Carolina Rediviva, the Uppsala University Library. Uppsala. So yeah, acknowledgement. The transcriptions of all 47 illustrated broadsheets. Oh, 47. Oh yeah, I forgot to in regards to. So yeah, I sent the guy this picture in Denmark, and he, while I was researching things myself, so I sent him this better quality of the image, of the main image that I was interested in. And apparently he went out to further research this image, and I can't remember if I never sent him the other, image in a worse quality, but I don't know. But whatever the case, because I did search around to find people if they knew anything in regards of it. So, but anyway, so while I was doing my own research in regards to the different branches of things that I've found in regards to further information, and the books from this Roman Catholic that was educated by the Jesuits, and he might actually been a Jesuit himself, I can't remember, but he was a priester, a Roman Catholic priester, and apparently he's said to be one of the very, very greatest, or very, most, what do you call it, fiercest attackers of Martin Luther in words, apparently, over these four books or so, like these huge volumes of 4 books. Apparently he's attacking Martin Luther and other Protestants, and apparently he has some of these images in his book as well as to illustrate, apparently as illustration. But I haven't further gotten into actually reading the things that is around the main image that I'm interested in, because I needed to have it translated, and there's so much information, and my brain is kind of really having a hard time for sure these days in regards to keeping up with all the information. Oh no, I just poured coffee out of myself on my pants and all that. Oh, terrible. At least it wasn't that hot, but it's still coloring. Anyway, whatever the... So, anyway, so I found some more information in regards to things, and then I made an update to this Danish guy. And apparently this Danish guy then had also further researched into it, and he sent me some material, including this was one of the things that actually was in regards to the information. Also further information of I knew there was, in regards to the branches that I had. Now, of course, now actually having something to go by, I might have been further, but whatever the case, I might have been finding the information at some point myself, because now I actually had something to dig into, whereas many of the years when looking for this thing, and actually, let's just find the image on my webpage, at least for, these are some of the pictures that are, what do you call it, less quality thing and all that, but it's from a Roman Catholic documentary. Oh, my brain really needs a break. I really should take a break from it all, but anyway. So here we go. 2 pieces from the documentary. This is my website in regards to pictures and images, and here we go. So this is the documentary this is a Roman Catholic documentary that I ended up buying to just get this is Ignatius Loyola. Of course, he is the first general of the Jesuits, who was, given the power to stop the protest, get the lost back and the rest of the world, which they have been doing for the last many years. last nearly, well, 500 years. Anyway, so this is the first beast of the book of Revelation. Actually, it was interesting. I actually found a source that tried to make this into like this some kind of pagan bullshit, which of course is ridiculous. That was one of the images that was interesting that seemed to actually come from Sweden with some Swedish text and all that I kind of could read. So there's some other, some more information, and I guess I could go to Sweden now that I know that it actually goes back to Sweden, very surprisingly. But that's nice to see that it actually, and also to see the wisdom of. And I also searched out in regards to this king, yes, yeah, Gustavus Adolphus the second, the Great, and all that. He's pretty much seems to be the greatest king of Sweden, and he did what the Danish king didn't do. Christian the Fourth, and Christian the Fourth ended up apparently making a, what do you call it, a settlement, I guess it's called, whereas the Swedish king actually, at least did, he did what the Danish king didn't. Anyway, so this is the first beast of the book of Revelation. You can see like Augsburg in the background. And the thing is, you have to remember, first I got the image in a lower quality, and it was really hard to actually see what it was. I could see there was something in regards to Augsburg, although I didn't know if it was actually Augsburg and all that at that time. Again, many years ago. I wonder how many years it actually goes back. But anyway, this is the first beast. This is the second beast. And the second beast is portrayed as the Jesuits. It has the Jesuit thing, and it's pouring out Jesuits and all that. Now, these are like zoom in of the original image, which should be maybe over here. So this is the original image, which I had. Actually, it's actually bigger. Actually, it's already zoomed in somewhat. It's actually a bigger picture. But this is the best quality that I could get from buying the documentary, where I got it in a little bit better quality. But at this point, I don't think there was anything where you could actually search on images and all that. So while I was doing something else in regards of backgrounds for my audio motion thing, which I guess can also be found like here. There we go. So this open source audio motion thing, which apparently doesn't work, at least not in this browser. Let's try the other browser here. This one, and one, there we go, and